Should tell you there were about 50 other Hawaii student athletes who joined Teo today in signing national letters of intent. And as Jai Cunningham reports, it was a big day for the athletes and for their families as well.
From Baldwin High School, Jordan Fu'u Robinson.
They were introduced, the stars of the day. Thrilled family and friends looked on. This is more than just about football. Take it from someone who knows.
Myself and I'm sure many of these athletes, wouldn't be going to college without their, without having an athletic scholarship.
Many of these teenagers putting pen to paper was a relief, and not just for them.
Yeah, most likely community college.
So it means a lot to your family?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we don't need to pay for anything. Everything's paid for. It's good.
With 50 or so athletes signing, it's millions of dollars of free education. That's because a recent study found an in-state education will cost you more than $13,500 on average. For your public out-of-state school charges, on average, a little more than $24,000 a year. When you total the cost for a private school, it tops more than $32,000 a year. We're not just talking about the boys. In the crowd, some girls, and thanks to gender equity, they get to live the same athletic and academic dreams as the boys. J.Ann Gabriel is Cornell bound.
It has the best hotel school program in the whole world, so that's what I want to go into.
Signing on to their future. Jai Cunningham, KHON2 News.
This is the first time Warrior football has hosted a block party to celebrate its recruits, 29 in total, 11 of whom went to high school right here in Hawaii. On a big screen set up in front of Murphy's Bar, the Warriors showed off their newest additions to some of their biggest supporters.
I really like the character, the speed, the athletic ability, and the smarts of this group. You never know how good they are until they line up and play for you. And we went against the best teams in the country to recruit against.
Coach Mack and his staff recruited a big class, 29 players. Former Warrior Craig Stutzman's brother is one of them.
I think it's great, and with this class, I tell you what, I think this is probably one of the better classes in the UH football history.
And hopefully that'll mean big bucks for the football program. People have already put down deposits to be season ticket holders. There were 4,500 new holders last year, and of course UH wants that number to go up, and they hope this class will get them there.
There's absolutely so much buzz, and it starts today. Now they put their signature on the bottom line, and now we just go forward in promoting this team, getting people excited about being season ticket holders.
Timing too, since this year is UH's 100th year of Warrior football. These shirts won't be in stores until Friday, and supporters here were buying them up, 200 tonight and counting. A good omen for what will hopefully be an exciting season.
I've been in every home of every player that I've recruited, so I know their character. I know what kind of kids they are. I know they want an education. I know they want to win football games, and they're good guys. So that's the kind of guys I want to coach.
Tina Chow, KGMB 9 News.
Of the 29 future Warriors signing with UH yesterday, 14 came from Hawaii, 15 played defense, and most important to head coach Greg McMackin, 19 of his commits were high school seniors.
I want to get to the point where we're bringing in basically all high school kids and getting the program where we're solid in every class.
Corey Nielsen, a high school quarterback from California, was one of the first to say he was Hawaii bound.
What was it about the University of Hawaii that drew you in?
If there are any more letters of intent,
all the other schools, they got nice facilities and stuff, but they don't have Hawaii, so I'm here to say.
Check out the Warriors' complete recruit list making up the class of 2009 at KITV.com. One of the players in Sunday's NFL Pro Bowl has been keeping a watch on Coach Mack, not just in recruiting, but throughout the first year on the job for Mack at UH. That's Baltimore Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis.
I love Coach McMackin. He's probably one of the greatest guys can ever just be around, person-wise. Sports-wise, always takes care of himself, man. And I talked to him a couple of times this year. We actually reached out to each other. So, continued success to him and all that good stuff. And definitely, trust me, he's the man. If it's a program going to get turned around, he'll definitely get it turned around.
Lewis played college football at Miami when Mack was defensive coordinator. One year, the Hurricanes led the nation in every statistical category.
Greg McMackin was promoted to head coach. He vowed to keep Hawaii's top talent in Hawaii. And while Manti Te'o won't be attending Manoa next season, Coach Mack says Hawaii's day one signings will go a long way for the Warriors' future. While 2008 saw Hawaii lose a majority of their offense, in 2009, the Warriors took a big hit to their defense, starting with their secondary. That's where Hawaii's staff had the task of replacing 6 scholarship players. And on day one, 8 guys in all signed the dotted line, 3 with junior college experience. Incoming safety Aaron Brown was ranked as one of the nation's top JC recruits after racking up 4 interceptions and 6 sacks as a sophomore.
Rich Miana was jumping up and down, but this kid is going to be a big-time safety for us. He's physical, he's quick, he's got great athletic ability.
At linebacker, the freshman duo of TJ Alofipo and Kevin Lopati should provide some depth. Alofipo was Nevada's top prospect at linebacker and made the All-State team in football and basketball. Meanwhile, at 6'2" and 250 pounds, coaches think Lopati also has the size to play defensive end. On offense, Hawaii landed 3 quarterbacks. At 5'11", California product Corey Nelson may be undersized, but his numbers are large. As a junior, he threw for more than 4,000 yards and 35 TDs. The addition of fellow QBs Kamen Shutter and David Graves should ensure UH won't run into the trouble it did this season.
We were in a situation this year where we didn't have a quarterback. Thank goodness we had a couple of JC guys, but they didn't know the package at that time. I don't ever want to be in the situation, you know, that we don't have a quarterback.
In all, at least 29 new faces will be in Manoa this season, and with UH beating out top schools like Utah and BYU for commitments, Coach Mack says that he expects a handful of players to compete for playing time right away. There you go.
So any chance of one of these new quarterbacks coming in as the next Colt?
You never know. You know, Kamen Shutter from Punahou, he had a lot of people talking about, like, you know, making the comparisons to Colt Brennan. So, you know, it's just a matter of getting into the system and then seeing what happens from there.
To live up.
And throwing a lot of touchdowns when you get there to earn
that's not too bad either.
Punahou kid, though, bring a lot of people to the stands.
Yeah, absolutely. Local boy.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.